It's just that I'm so angry at my sister. I take care of her kids all day, and she wants to turn around and make negative comments about me and how tired I look.
I see you feel pretty hurt about your sister's comments. Why don't we start with a breathing exercise if you'd like? Maybe it'll help to kind of feel a little bit calm. Would that be something you'd be interested in doing?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So it's called square breathing, and this is something you can do on your own. So go ahead and take your finger out like this, and we're going to draw a square while we breathe slowly. So we're going to start going up. Inhale. Hold the breath. Go over. Exhale. Down. And hold with the breath out. Inhale up. Hold. Exhale down. Hold. One more time. So how do you feel now after having done
I feel a little bit better, but I am still hurt by what she said.
that? Okay. You said she told you that you look tired. Could you tell me more about this?
Everyone tells me I look tired and that I need to take care of myself. They need to worry about their own selves.
Well, I hear you, and I feel what you're saying. You feel incredibly rested, and everyone else just needs to back off.
Well, I mean, I have been feeling a little bit tired and I have been getting forgetful lately. Some days I wake up, I don't even know what day it is, and I only get a few hours of sleep, and then I'm up and at it again.
Wow, I sense you're a pretty productive person, and you're very responsible, even though you are forgetful, like you said, and tired at times. Tell me more about this.
Well, I take care of my family all the time. I focus on outreach for the community to support my daughter's supporters. I cook, clean, and bathe all of my sister's children to make sure that everybody is at the right place at the right time. So, what if I don't get much rest?
I see you have incredible strength and management skills with your family and with your community. You must possess an incredible amount of energy to be able to do all these things. And I sense that family and community are things that you value.
Yeah, they're very important to me, my family, and they do require a lot of energy. I I do have trouble sleeping, and I'm feeling exhausted more and more.
You said you can't sleep and feel exhausted all the time. Now, looking forward, what would you like to see accomplished this coming week?
Mm, I'm still having those bad dreams. So I'm hoping that I can, get some more rest so that I can feel more centered, less stressed.
What did you do maybe this past week that made you feel more centered and less stressed?
I felt better when I prayed and meditated, and playing with my dog always takes my stress away.
That's great thinking. Sounds like those are some great options that we can build on moving forward. Playing with your dog and spiritual activities seem to be working for you.
Yeah, but it's hard to devote my time to those things and taking care of myself. It's just so much easier if I don't worry about that stuff.
I see you're struggling with committing time to yourself. In what ways does not taking care of yourself cause problems?
Well, even though it's easier to not worry about that stuff, I do feel exhausted. I get little to no sleep and I worry constantly, feeling like I'm always trying to catch up. And then I get resentful towards my family for not appreciating everything I'm doing for them.
I can definitely see how important recognition of your efforts are. You take care of a great many things for your family.
Yep, I sure do.
Now, in what ways is taking care of yourself, setting time for yourself, beneficial?
Mm, well, I always feel better and more at peace when I take the time to get enough sleep, pray, meditate, cook my own meals, stuff like that. I feel more relieved at the end of the day and don't feel as bad about myself.
Okay, great. I see on one hand, when you choose not to take care of yourself, you feel resentful and tired and anxious. But on the other hand, when you do take care of yourself, you feel much better about yourself. You feel more at peace and like you're able to accomplish more of these things that you want to do.
Yeah, yeah. Thinking about it that way, it makes me want to put some more effort into that.
Okay, that sounds great. And I'm really glad you think so. How would you rate the importance of taking better care of yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd give it about a 7.
Okay. So that's great. I mean, a 7 is a great start, but can I ask maybe why you didn't score yourself a little bit lower, maybe like a 6 or a 5?
Well, like I said, it is really important to me, especially the prayer and the meditation part. I miss these things. I didn't score it lower because I realized how much those spiritual things benefit me.
That's great. I definitely sense that spirituality is very important to you. Could you tell me more about this?
I've always had a really strong connection to God. He helped me through most of the struggles in my life, and it's important that I pray and meditate to continue to feel close to Him. And I've been doing it since I was a little girl.
Well, I sense your meditation and prayer time is a great tool that we can build on for enhancing how well you take care of yourself. What is the most important change for you that you'd like to work on today?
Most importantly, I would definitely say the prayer and meditation.
Okay. Well, great. Excuse me. Why don't we work on this together? Now, using the same scale before, 1 to 10, how would you rate your confidence in making a change with regard to adding more spirituality to your life?
Maybe about a 5.
Okay. Well, I guess why don't you score yourself lower than a 5? 5 is definitely a place we can build on, and it seems like you've shown great confidence and commitment in our sessions, which is part of your change process. Why did you score yourself at a 5 and not lower?
I know when I commit to something that I can do it, but that first step is always a challenge. It's important that I do it though, so I just feel so off balance when I don't pray every day.
Okay, on one hand, you feel a little off when you don't pray, but when you do, prayer allows you to feel centered and motivated and less stressed. Is that right?
Yes, exactly.
So, what would you change? What would be the first change to increase the benefits of adding spirituality back to your life?
I don't know.
Well, I sense that maybe the end result of the change may feel maybe a little bit overwhelming for you, but I know how important making a change is because of how committed you've been to our sessions and to being on time here. So, what would need to be taken care of first before you make a change with this?
Getting some alone time, if I could set aside some time alone. When my family's all around, it's difficult to find a quiet place.
Okay, these are definitely great things to work on. First, you said time commitment needs to be there. You need to have the time. You also need to have the space and the environment to do this.
Yeah. I need to plan a time when things aren't so busy around the house. I mean, I could wake up earlier than everyone else so that I can get about an hour or so to myself. And I can pray in the living room while everybody else is asleep and read my meditations.
That sounds like a great plan. You sound very committed to this change. What motivates you?
I really do love my family, and I know that if I take the time to pray and meditate, I'll have more energy to take care of them and do my community outreach.
I definitely get the sense that you realize how important self-care is to you. I feel that.
Yeah, I know it is. I've just gotten out of that habit lately.
Well, I admire your insight about that. But what would be the first step? What would that look like? Taking a first step to add prayer and meditation back to your daily routine.
Well, waking up earlier. I already get up at 6:30, so I mean I could get up an hour earlier at 5:30. That shouldn't be too bad.
Okay, that sounds like a great plan. Is there anything that might get in the way of you waking up at 5:30? Maybe.
I'll just have to let my boyfriend know on the nights that he stays over that I'll be getting up an hour earlier so that he can expect the alarm to be going off at that time.
Okay, great. And is there anyone that might be able to help you with making this change?
My boyfriend would definitely be willing to hold me accountable to it. Every time I tell him I want to do something, if I set a goal or even just mention anything, he's definitely going to follow up with me and ask me about it.
That's great. So why don't we review the plan we went over? First, going to bed at 10 p.m. So you're able to get enough sleep and setting the alarm for 5:30 every day. And then also telling your boyfriend when he stays over, like, I'm going to be waking up at 5:30 and going to bed at 10, so he knows your sleep schedule. And then taking that hour in the morning to do your prayer and meditation at 5:30 and allowing your boyfriend to keep you accountable and help support you in your decision. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. How will you know your plan is working? So how will you know that
Um, I know it'll give me more energy. I'll have more patience, and just having more energy and more patience I feel like it'll also make me feel like I have more time so that overall I can actually get more things done.
That's great. Um, I'm glad that we were able to come up with a plan together today. I'm excited to see how it works for you this week until we see each other again next week. Now that time's almost up, how would you like to end our session?
If you could just show me that breathing exercise one more time.
Okay, of course. So taking the finger out again, we're gonna draw a square. So inhale up, hold the breath, exhale down, and hold, and that's it.
Got it.
So you feel better?
I do. I feel much better. Thank you.
Great. Well, thanks for coming in. I'll see you again next week.
Okay. See you next week.